Patriots are the smallest favorite. New England is favored by just 4 points against the Chargers, but Tom Brady is 7-0 all-time against Philip Rivers, including twice in the playoffs. New England has also won 8 straight playoff games at Foxborough. Oh, and then there's this. It's supposed to be very cold during the game. Temps in the 20s. Yeah, you're going to feel it. So, Shannon, who wins this one on Sunday?
I've liked the Chargers all year. I picked them to get to the Super Bowl. Skip, I think they have the better team. If you look at this team player for player, I think the only question you would get, you'd probably say, okay, even if you say Tom Brady is better than Philip Rivers. But if you look at the running backs, you look at the wide receivers, you look at the defensive line, you look at the defensive backs, you would honestly say that this is the better team. The Chargers are the better team. And they're a very good road team. They're 8-1. They won their last 7 games on the road. And the thing that is going to cause, I believe that's going to cause the Patriots a problem, Skip, is their inability to generate a pass rush.
Yep.
Philip Rivers is very good. He can make all the throws. He has very good receivers. The Patriots, what they do a really good job of, they don't really give up big plays, but Philip has the type of receivers, the Williams, and Allen, of going over the top and making plays. They can extend drives by making the tough catch in traffic. Brady, whew, that's the key. Look, the only reason they're favored is because of Tom Brady, Coach Belichick, and they're playing at home. They're very difficult out at home. They're very difficult to beat anywhere, but they're almost next to unbeatable at home, especially in the playoffs. The question is, can Bose and Ingram consistently generate a pass rush to get Tom Brady off his spot? I believe they can. I believe they can. I believe they will. I wouldn't be surprised if New England tries to run the ball a little more early than throw it, and the throws will be quick, screens, a couple of draws in there, find Edelman real quick. And so with that being said, Skip, I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers in a very close ball game. I believe both offenses will score. I've said this before, and I've said this many a time. I believe in order to beat the Patriots at home, somehow you got to find a way to get to 28 points. And I believe the Chargers have the type of offense that can get to 28. So I got this game 30-27, Chargers win.
30-27. Boy, you got them scoring 30 points in Foxborough, Massachusetts. That's a lot of points. So, you are correct in your big picture premise. On paper, this is a mismatch. If you just dropped in from Mars today and looked at it on paper and you didn't know anything about history or legacy or tradition, you would just look at what's going on right here, right now, and you'd say, this really isn't even close.
Right.
Because I'm going to say these things again, just for the record. Tom Brady does not have a Keenan Allen. You don't think he's top 5. I think he's right there. He's, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 if you want to go there. But Tom Brady had Josh Gordon for 11 games, and obviously he no longer has Josh Gordon. Mike Williams has emerged out of Clemson as a stud. He's long and rangy and fast, and he can go up and get it, and Rivers is trusting him more and more as he gets healthier and healthier. And Brady is now having to rely on 32-year-old Edelman coming off his knee reconstruction, and Chris Hogan, who had been an afterthought all year, is suddenly primary target for Tom Brady. Gronk, I don't care. You can give him 3 months off, and he's still a beat-up shell of himself. And I know Antonio Gates is certainly not Antonio Gates, but they did just activate Hunter Henry, so they at least have a 1-2 punch at tight end that Tom Brady does not have.
I don't know how much you can expect out of him, Skip. He's coming off that ACL.
What if he catches 2 balls for 30 yards? That'll help. It just, they could be 2 big catches.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he can keep a drive alive with a first down catch, sure.
So, you brought up Sony Michel all year. He's pretty good. He got a little better as his rookie year wore on. But Melvin Gordon was the Pro Bowl back in the AFC, and he caught 50 passes. And I know he's had some knee issues, but they say he's fine.
Last month and a half, he's been really nicked.
They say he's fine. And then the most stunning stat of the year to me, the most stunning team stat is what you just ran over, which was 8-1 on the road? 8-1? When's the last time that happened?
Doesn't happen often.
And your former teammate and your friend Anthony Lynn, is he not a Coach of the Year candidate?
Absolutely.
Is he not right in the middle of this?
Yes.
I don't know. That was something. That's coaching. There's a lot, and you want to talk about motivation and putting the pieces in the right places.
Beat Pittsburgh on the road after being down 16.
God.
Beat Kansas City.
Wow. I mean, it's just impressive.
And then went to Baltimore last week.
Okay. So now I have to boil this thing down. And I am still going to take Tom Brady. It's as simple as that. There's only one reason to pick the Patriots, and it's a 41-year-old quarterback. I'm just going to take that quarterback over your quarterback. Simple as that. Push comes to shove, Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady is 27-10 in the postseason. And again, is he older? Sure, he's older. But he's still, I saw enough Tom Brady this year that he can be 27-10 in the playoffs, Tom Brady. Phillip Rivers is now 5-5 with the victory at Baltimore. Tom Brady.
He hasn't been good.
He hasn't been good in the postseason. Tom Brady is 71 touchdowns to 31 interceptions. Phillip is 11-9. I don't know. I just thought, this is it. You're pushing all your chips into the middle.
Correct.
And I'm going to take Tom Brady in the cold in Foxborough over Phillip Rivers in the cold in Foxborough. And again, are these the 2007 Patriots? That's the last time Phillip was in Foxborough and he was playing on a torn ACL.
Right.
It's not that anymore. He's got lots of help.
Yes.
He's got lots of horses around him, right? That he didn't have. And remember LaDainian Tomlinson that day in
Also had
2000, he had a knee injury and had his face mask pulled down. I don't know what happened. He got into it with Norv Turner, and they had a falling apart in the middle of the game. And that's not going to happen. It won't be like that. But I'm going to pick Tom Brady over Phillip Rivers 21-17 because I'm going to remind you, less than a year ago, the last time we saw Tom Brady in a playoff game, he merely threw for an all-time playoff record 505 yards against a pretty good pass rush in that front seven that the Eagles had, right? They were all over him the whole game. He threw for 505 yards. So, again, Tom Brady can't lean on his pass rush to try to counteract Phillip Rivers because he doesn't have any. You brought it up. The Patriots...
Only the Raiders had fewer sacks.
Yeah, they tied for 30th in sack. 30th? Wow. And so he can't say, well, Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram, Tom Brady can't say, oh, they'll take care of Phillip Rivers. No, well, they're on his side, right? And they're going to be coming after Tom Brady. But when I look at all of his achievements, where he's the all-time leader in completions and yards and game-winning drives and touchdowns, he owns every postseason record.
Yes, he does.
And I just think you give him a couple of weeks to get his body fresh and to lock in on an opponent. I've said this for a month now. This is going to be Tom Brady's greatest achievement. And I think this game will be easier to win than, obviously, if Kansas City happens to win. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit.
But see, this is what I don't want to happen. I don't want you to come here and say, okay, you picking this game only because of Tom Brady, and then if they lose, oh, excuse me, let me take that back. When they lose, you blame Coach Belichick or the character that he didn't have. Yeah, because no, I'm just saying because I can just see how you're building this thing up. You're picking them because of Tom Brady, but if they lose, it's going to be someone else's fault. Well, the receivers aren't very good, or Coach Belichick has lost his fastball. I don't want to hear that.
Okay, well, you won't. We'll just see how it unfolds.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the reason. No. And so what is your excuse going to be?
No, I won't have no excuse. I won't have any excuse.
Yeah. Because you don't seem that confident in your pick.
I picked him. I've seen very confident. I picked him to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, I got that. And then you felt like you had to keep picking.
Well, you know what? I tell me how confident I feel on him. Bet 2 cases of dude in.
No, we got one.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
You over there bumping him, talking about I ain't confident.
No,
I have the utmost confidence.
Other games coming up here.
We do.
You know?
I got the utmost confidence in the Chargers.
Do you?
Yes, I trust
Well,
Phillip.
you should have. Well, let me see how I feel about that as the show goes on.
The thing is, Skip, is that he's not going to be under the duress that he was under last week. But he also knows, he probably thought 17 points and I don't turn the ball over, I can get out of Baltimore with a win. You're not getting out of New England scoring 17 with a win. You must put them to the test. I believe it's going to take 28-plus points in order to win. Got to get to 28. And then see what happens. I believe they get to that magic number of 28. I believe they get 2 better, 30-27.
And you know what? I've been hard on Bill Belichick's defense all year, and I've told you repeatedly this is the worst defense Belichick has provided Tom Brady. But I will say this, over the last 3 games, albeit against Jets and Bills, the defense started to click a little bit. It started to look a little better. Yeah, it did. It really
Jets,
did.
the Bills.
I got it. But they started to feel a little better about how they do it. There was a little bit
How did
more
Tom Brady look
connection
against the Bills,
and
though?
unity.
You don't mind me how Tom Brady look against the Bills?
All I know is Tom Brady took his team to the 2 seed that should have been the 1 seed.
It
That's
should've-
all
and
I know.
it could've
That's
been-
all I know.
and it could've been the 3
Should have
seed.
been the 1
It should've been the 3 seed.
Well, why would you say that?
Because the Houston Texans shouldn't have lost to Philly, remember?
Oh, well.
You see what you try to do?
No, I'm
Tom
talking
Brady
about what Tom could control. What was in his control was the 1 seed.
Oh, so
right? He won the game at Miami, which would have given them the 1 seed.
hold on. What you call them had a 14-point lead, Kansas City. They should have never lost to San Diego.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, things happen.
Oh,
all over
okay,
the place.
things-
But you can't control that. Tom Brady did
He couldn't
his part.
control that.
Tom Brady went to Miami where he had lost 4 of his
And got
last
sacked
5.
right before the half and cost them 3
He threw
points.
for 358 yards and 3 touchdowns and had them up 33-28 with 7 seconds left. And the Miami Dolphins were, 69 yards from pay dirt?
Oh,
right?
if you think about that, Skip, that was the second time he scored on 6 possessions. So what are you doing on